Alright, today we're going to do something I don't normally do. We're going to clean one of my cars. The Oldsmobile here is looking pretty dingy and dirty and nasty. So I think we're going to try to clean it up. Obviously, I'm not going to get around to painting this anytime soon, so we're just going to clean it and try to get rid of some of this rust. Luckily the patina look is in, so first thing I'm going to do is take some scotchbrite pads and some CLR, and we're going to hit this top part where it's real rusty, and probably the trunk lid, maybe a little bit on these rails here too, because they're pretty nasty. Try to knock the rust down, get that cleaned up a little bit, and once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and wash the whole thing, give it a good hand wash with some car wash stuff, clean that up, see if we can get most of the crap off. And then I'll probably hit it with pressure washer too after that, just to make sure I get all the CLR and all the soap and everything off. And once that's done, I've got a clay bar. Oh yeah, we're going all out. A clay bar for the paint that's still actually halfway decent. There's some of it left. We'll clean up absolutely everything we can. And then once that's done, we're going to go over the whole car with some turtle wax ice wax, and I chose this stuff because it's supposed to not leave a white residue, which would probably happen if I went over this nasty rust stuff with wax. So wax the whole thing, make her shine, and I even got some chrome polish too, so we'll go ahead and shine up the 100 miles of chrome that's on this thing. But this is a pretty big car, and I'm a pretty slow worker, so this will probably take me all day, if not longer, so I better get started on it. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, I got some CLR mixed 50-50 in a little spray bottle here, and a scotchbrite pad, so let's see if we can just spray it on. And then we'll go ahead and hit it with a scotchbrite pad and see what happens. This is going to take a while, so I'll come back to you. Well, I'm pretty much done with the roof here. There's a kind of a strip in the middle that was hard to get to, but I'll go back and get that. But you can really see how much of a difference it made, especially if I come to the back here. The trunk lid was actually better than the roof before I started, and you can really see the difference. That CLR cuts through the rust pretty good, especially the rust stains where it's not really rusty underneath. But yeah, turning out pretty nice. I'll go over it again there and hit that middle part and finish that off, and then I'll do the hood and the trunk lid anywhere I see rust stains, and clean her up, and it should turn out nice. Well, I figured I'd stop here and show you CLR versus no CLR and how well it works and the difference it makes. And the further back you go, the better it looks. Alright, I'm done with the CLR, and I gave it a wash. Now I can finally get out of the sun, bring it into the garage, and start on the clay bar and the wax and polishing the 100 miles of chrome. At least I won't be in the sun for this. I have to clean the inside of my windows too. Clean the whole inside of the car, but that's a job for another day. We'll get the outside done first. I know, opposite of the way you're supposed to do it, but whatever. Hopefully I'll have enough room in here to get around it and park it for the night, because it's supposed to actually storm tonight, and I don't want to leave it outside, so well, let's get started on the clay barring. Well, I've been playing with this for a little bit, and there's going to be a slight change of plans. I went ahead and I clay barred this side just to see what it would do, and you know, the front and the back, they didn't turn out too bad, but you can see those doors, they're kind of oxidized pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and go get some rubbing compound and some polish tomorrow, and I'm going to go ahead and use that on it and polish it up and see how that turns out, and then put some wax on it. I did throw a little bit of wax on this front fender here just to see how it would look, and it didn't turn out too bad, but I don't think those doors will end up looking quite that good. For some reason the doors they got more oxidized, so I'll go ahead and take this wax back off. It does smell good, but I'll take that back off, and then we'll polish the whole thing, and hopefully we can get it to really shine. Paint is pretty rough on these doors. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but you can see all those little cracks in the paint, but hopefully we can do something with it. Alright, well, it's the next day, and I've gone up and I went and got some polish there, and as you can see, I think you can see, I went ahead and I did this one door, the front door, and I think you can see the difference between the front door and the back door. That's a pretty good comparison, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue polishing. It's not going to turn out perfect because the paint is kind of screwed up, but it does turn out a lot better than it started with, so I'll finish that off, and yeah, it should look good. Well, I think it's finally done, or at least as done as I'm going to get it. Took about a week. I'd come home after work and polish it a little bit, and then come back the next day and polish a little bit more, and so on. But I got it shined up pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's alright considering where I started with it. I mean, you can see the, yeah, not so good, but whatever. We'll get her out into the light, and we'll see all the little spots I missed, I'm sure. And yeah, we'll take a look and see how it looks in the daylight. Alright, let's see if this thing will fire up. No problem. Obviously I haven't cleaned the inside of the car yet. Windows are still filthy. That's okay. Alright. Let's take a look at her now in the sunlight. Well, there it is. Like I said, it's not perfect, but considering where it came from, it's not all that bad either. And I live on a freaking dirt road anyway, so. But what I did was I went ahead and I polished the whole thing with a rubbing compound on the whole thing, and then I came back and polished it, and then threw some wax on it. Hopefully it'll keep the rust from forming on the top and the trunk lid. And I think that trunk lid actually turned out pretty nice compared to where it started, so I'll see if I can throw some before and after pictures in here so you can kind of see the difference at the end of the video. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Good enough for me. I haven't polished the chrome yet. I'll have to do that, but that's no big deal.